Hey, what's up, players? WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long. I just want to endorse some of my brothers that are doing an outstanding job of podcast. I'm talking about the first Black Champ podcast, one of the greatest podcasts of all time, and it's growing and growing each and every day. Talking about my man, J.R. Bang and Champ from the Port. Players, you better take a listen to them, and if you don't, I'll have J.R. Bang and Champ put them in a tag team match, and it's going to be a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Yo, it is a Saturday night. It's an important Saturday night for wrestling. So you got to hear from two of the people that love wrestling and talk it and do it like nobody else in the world. And we're doing it live. First Black Champ podcast. And I'm your podcast Intercontinental Champion that almost took an edible, but I didn't want this to go off the rails. But I am Camp from the Port.
The only reason why I ain't did that because I have family in the building. But I am J.R. Bang. Make sure you rate, like, subscribe, download to the Barbershop Network, home of the FBC POD. Make sure you follow us on everything at the FBC POD.
Yeah.
And y'all already know what it is. We are going live right now because tonight is one of the biggest nights in the history of the WWE. The way that it is set up. The last match for John Cena. We are live right now during Saturday night's main event. And currently, right now, Obafemi versus Cody Rhodes going on currently right now, which means that, yes, the final match of the night will be John Cena versus Gunther in his final match. Before we get started with that, let's talk about this match that's going on right now. Obafemi and Cody Rhodes. Obafemi defeated your guy, Ricky Starks to be Ricky Saints, excuse me. Ricky Saints.
You know what it is.
Right, know what it is, but defeated Ricky Saints to become the NXT World Champion again, and Cody Rhodes had challenged the winner of Obafemi and Ricky Saints, and now we have Obafemi going up against Cody Rhodes right now, champion versus champion. A lot of people love Obafemi, man.
Yeah, absolutely, and you know what? And it's hard not to. I'll be honest. Catching up on wrestling. For over the past couple of weeks, it was great to even see him get his moment on SmackDown, man. It's you know, we often, as a wrestling community, not like us specifically, but just like as a wrestling community, we often talk about people that may, they got to get their time, or they got to wait, or we always use the expression long overdue or about damn time, and this just feels right on time for an athlete, a superstar, a wrestler, a champion like Obafemi going up against Cody Rhodes, who is, he QB1, you know what I'm saying? QB1 in the WWE. It's John Cena's last wrestling match, and he's getting two major platforms on the weekend of that. And for everything that we may have disliked or maybe even hated for some about the Last Time Is Now tournament, because people thought that his name, likeness, and a match or two should have been going to him. Man, I think that this is a hell of a make good for him, not being able to participate in that for whatever reason they decided. So I'm really happy for him in general, and excited about this moment for somebody like Obafemi.
Yeah, Obafemi, multiple time NXT champion. I want to say this is his third reign from it. When we talk about people at NXT that might been there too long or might be there too long, that might be super seniors. The first two that come to mind is Obafemi and Trick Williams, two former NXT champions.
Indeed.
So one of the things that John Cena said that he wanted to accomplish is he wanted the future to be spotlighted. Um, and he's spotlighting them. We got Leon Slater, who's at TNA,
Yeah.
tagging with the young OG tonight. We have Sol Ruka tonight, and we have Gunther. Now, let me ask you this question, and I know the answer to it. Which one of those don't match? When you look at when you look at the people that we have slated to wrestle tonight as the future, Gunther don't feel like the future to me. He feels like the present.
Yeah.
But seeing Gunther on First Take this week to talk about this matchup and everything, like
Mhm.
I know Gunther don't match, but is he the perfect foil for tonight?
Yes. And this is where I stand on what I said on our last show, because although Gunther has already proven to be great, he's already proven to be dominant. This is just as much his era as it is a Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns in their own respective rights because of everything he did for NXT UK. But he is still at that sweet spot where he could still be Kane. And a lot of people love Kane. Kane is, a staple, a figure, a Hall of Famer, and everything is earned and deserved. But there was about a good solid decade of mediocrity, and hopefully some horror films that kind of kept him afloat. And even though he does feel like the present, I think everybody, including this podcast, the First Black Champ podcast, we feel that there is another gear, another level, another plateau for Gunther to ascend to. And that's why this is important, because that's why he fits, or he's the perfect foil, I'd say. Obviously, everybody else on the card has a lot more to prove and a lot more to do than he does. That there are some people that maybe, fortunately or unfortunately, may not even get to the level that Gunther is right now. and we mean that respectfully, because hey, he's a 2-time world champion. He's been at WrestleMania. He had an undefeated streak for over a year, twice. So that ain't just something that everybody gets to do. But I do believe that for what's happening right now in wrestling and how wrestling moves and who's still in the way, I do think he is the perfect foil for tonight. And I can't front. I'm actually excited about how this match is going to go.
Especially since this will be the last match of the night. I'm extremely excited. I know me and my son, shouts out to Trey, we was talking about this a little bit earlier. He was talking about how he does not expect John Cena to lose.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick my guarantee right now. John Cena's gonna
Okay.
lose tonight.
Okay.
It's gonna be a very amazing fight. Like, let me just say, this has the potential to be John Cena's best match ever.
True.
But if I were to go on the history, wait a minute, hold on. Ron Winarski says,
Mhm.
2009, I'm the one who started the Cena sucks chant with my son in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. He cussed me out. Hey, that's a great memory.
Yeah,
Hey,
hey,
yo,
that's
Ron,
fire.
that's fire.
Yeah, you won, bro.
That you
Hey,
won.
because currently right now on shop.wwe.com there is a Let's Go Cena Sucks chant shirt that's for sale. So
Hey,
if you kick that off,
if I had it,
cheers.
I'd tip.
You know what I'm saying? Cheers. We
Yeah,
shout
if
rest
I
in
had
peace,
if I had
Prodigy.
had
I'm
I
down
took
in
it.
Chardonnay tonight. Rest in peace.
Okay, shit. I don't even want to drink no more than what I have because I need that shit when my dumb ass goes to the Bears game tomorrow.
For sure.
When they talk about -20 wind chill.
Yeah. That's the estimate. So you already know.
That's the estimate. I hope. Hey, Tom Skillen ain't out here no more, so I hope. Well, no,
Man,
he retired, so
you know
I
what I'm
hope folks is
saying?
wrong because no, don't. Tom Skillen was right. Y'all, I hope y'all wrong. Um, but wait a minute. Ah, okay. All right, all right. No, no,
Drew
no.
McIntyre.
All right, Bang is mad. See,
Yeah,
Bang is
no, this ain't
mad.
it.
Bang is disappointed already.
Yeah, this ain't
Let
it.
Oba and Cody get their joints off.
Yeah.
I don't like
Okay.
this one bit.
But I wait, hold up. I do like this. Hold on now. Because Oba can't put him down. Oba can put Drew down on his first night. Yeah, he can.
I mean, yeah, and
I know, but it's trash though. Don't get me wrong, it's trash.
right, yeah. I don't like this as Oba's moment.
Yeah.
I don't like this as Oba's moment. I don't like this at all as Oba's moment.
Yeah.
Don't get me
No,
wrong.
for sure.
Do your thing against Drew and everything. I would rather have taken a clean L in a great match than Drew McIntyre coming in with the run-in. Right now, no.
Yeah, see, with that happening, this is why it can't be the last match. If they were going to do that, that's why it can't be the last match, because that would have pissed me off.
Yeah.
If Saturday Night's main event is going to end like this,
and the crowd is yelling, "Run it back!"
Yeah, they need to restart that. They need an extra 5 minutes or something, bro.
Start the match. Don't do the shakes. Don't see.
Yeah. And see, and all of this is to get Drew versus Cody again.
Kiss my ass, Jesse. Kiss my ass. I just want to say.
You know, the process hit, man. I'm sure there's a story behind this.
No, that's the dude I told you. Football practice. He damn near paralyzed me. That's Jesse.
Oh, damn.
Jesse. First of all,
hey, respectfully, but
no
Jesse.
Promo. You know what? I'm gonna do something different. Because anytime that I've challenged Jesse come out and be 10 minutes away from me. Don't say nothing. And this is the thing. I've known Jesse since we were in kindergarten. So it's a little bit different. Jesse might be the person that I've known the longest in my life.
Yeah. Y'all literally from the sandbox.
Yeah, we're literally from the sandbox. His mother and my father are from the same city.
Wow.
So you know what? Tell your mother I said hi and see if she still remembers me. All right? That's what we're gonna acknowledge, Jesse. I'm gonna do something different here. Because anytime that I challenge you, you say you do a little something, and then I don't hear from you until you over Tea House or you over Drake. We ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna tell your mother I said hi. Congratulations on the great football season y'all had at Great Lakes. And congratulations on your Coach of the Year award. See, that's what I'm gonna do right here. I'm gonna kill him with kindness. That's what I'm gonna do, Ken. Now.
For sure. That's what's up.
Because he's not gonna accept my challenge. 44. Your birthday is on May 26th.
Okay.
Mine's is on May 21st. Challenge again. 44. For our 44th birthday.
May Day
Oklahoma drill.
Oh, you trying to? All right, hey man, watch the Achilles. just saying.
Hey,
watch the Achilles.
Hey, but no, right, and this happened right before I transferred from Prasa. Like we were just wrestling, Like we had like we was like had a world champion. It was like me, Jesse, and I can't remember who else in a triple threat match for the Prasa Intercontinental Championship and shit. Like I don't know what the hell we was thinking in high school outside of football, but somebody did break their arm. Dude that was in the movie with Usher.
Oh damn.
Hey, see, challenge accepted.
Okay. Hey, we got it.
Yes.
It's first black champ official. First black champ official.
It's time for me to get in shape. Time for me to get in shape. But nah, what's my man name? I think the nigga name was Anthony or whatever, but he was in the Usher movie Light It Up.
I
When
was
they
literally about to
like
ask. I was
took
like,
over
light it up.
school and shit. He was the dude that was snitching and shit. It's like, yeah, they got this, they got that. He went to Prosser.
Oh,
Me and
word.
dude, yeah, he went to Prosser, dude. Me and dude had like commercial art or some shit together, but he broke his arm doing that wrestling shit, and that fucked everything up. And how
Damn.
did I find out? Because I transferred, but I used to just come back and be in the school and shit, and just make shit like they let me back. And yeah, Ron Cena sucks. Look, back to the Oma Femi shit.
Yeah,
I don't like that at all.
I'm
Now,
with you.
unless y'all about to tell me, and even still, I don't like it. But unless y'all about to tell me Obafemi is about to defend the NXT Championship against Drew McIntyre on NXT next Tuesday on the CW, I still don't like this.
Yeah.
Outside
Yeah.
of the outside of the entrance that Oba got, you know, and it looked great. It looked great on the other joints. It looked great. Outside of that, from what I saw, they didn't give my man a chance to rock, and I don't really like that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, look, if y'all heard how we kicked off the show. That's bullshit. Like you heard how we kicked off the show. This was especially a night that's supposed to be dedicated, you know, in its own way to the next ones, you know, next men and women. I wanted to say the next guys because we got a couple ladies wrestling tonight as well. And just you know, all the talk about Obafemi and what people felt should have been happening for him this year in the John Cena retirement year. I get that we are trying to show how real and how deep the hatred is for Cody and Drew and vice versa. But this ain't it. Like this ain't the way. And it's not the way because not only am I still not interested in Drew, Cody, 3, 4? I'm not interested in Drew Oba 1, at least not right now. It doesn't matter to me. And you know, I don't think and this may be deemed as a hot take for some of you, but I don't think there's anything for Obafemi to gain by winning or losing to Drew McIntyre since he ain't won a title match in 2 years. So, you know, so with that said, hey, bro, wait 7 more minutes and do whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do. Like, hey, but just wait 7 more minutes and we cool. That was uncalled for. That was unnecessary. You kind of fucked up the first segment of the show.
Yeah, so I can tell y'all right now that right there is a ultra disappointment to me. They could have ended the match and then he came in and then Oprah must pose and all of that stuff. But definitely to me a disappointing start to the night. Actually, let's go into that tag team match. Javon Evans and Leon Slater versus AJ Styles
Yeah.
and Dragon Lee. Leon Slater said that he wants to steal the show. Considering what we just saw here, is it possible? Is it possible for Leon Slater and Javon Evans to steal the show and the limelight from John Cena and Gunther from a match perspective in their match against the tag team champions?
Wrestling gods say maybe, but I say no. And listen, I'm only saying no. I'm going to say no for a very vain reason. I'm going to say no because ain't nobody here to see you, Otis. Like it's just really that simple. Like nobody's here for you. You could have the match of your lifetime, but
Give me a
this
bottle of water
show,
out the refrigerator.
this show literally, kind of just take it back to what it could be. This could be the night Chris Benoit died before we realize what happened. Nobody's really here to see wrestling matches. Like we're here to see one match. And we're here for one reason, and that is to wish Cena farewell. They just had Snoop on the camera with a blunt. It looked like, because and this is on Peacock. Hey, yo, you know what I mean? Like this ain't about nobody. Hey, look, props to you. You should always think you're the best. You should always try to be the best, have the best match, and all of that. But stealing the show tonight on a night like this is just impossible. And it's not because they are void of the talent, because you do got 4 people that are going to be in that ring that are definitely capable of having the match of the night anywhere else. However, tonight, the memo is your match don't matter because this is the last time John Cena is going to wrestle. So, yeah, the wrestling guys will always give you a shot. But in real life, it's a dub for all of that you talking, bro. Respectfully.
I think people use the term steal the show a little bit too much anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. It is going to be damn near impossible for anybody to steal a show. However, we could definitely have a Ricky Steamboat Macho Man moment.
Yep.
This is what I mean by this. Forget Leon Slater and Javon Evans for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, that's Alan James over there.
Mm.
That man right there know what tonight is. And he's already told them boys, hey, this is y'all time.
Mm-hmm.
This is what this night was meant for. And while John Cena and Gunther are the headline, we might not be able to steal the show because of how important the show is.
Mm-hmm.
However, by the end of tonight, people will know your name.
Yeah.
I believe by the end of the night tonight, people are going to know who Leon Slater and the young OG Javon Evans is.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the best match of the night.
Okay.
Like how Ricky Steamboat and Macho Man at WrestleMania 3 had the best match of the night.
Right.
You only really discuss at length Hogan and Andre and the passing of the torch because of how big it was. We got Sol Ruka versus Bailey coming up. Does Sol Ruka have the best finisher in the WWE right now?
Yeah, to me, yeah. And that's pretty hard to do because she has the best finisher, and I ain't seen it not look clean yet. Like, and that's pretty difficult because there's some acrobatics, there's some power, there's some athleticism that's involved with it. But no, she bodies it every time. She bodies it every single time. I must admit, I don't know how I've never seen this as a finisher before her. And I think that's what makes it even more special to me. But the fact that she nails it, like it ain't never a situation where it's kind of like 3/4 done and she just take the pin. It's like, nah, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this every time. So yeah, her finisher is it's incredible to me. It's incredible.
like between her and Javon
Really?
Evans with these cutters, how spectacular their covers are. I do think she does have the best finisher in the WWE right now, with Javon Evans a close second. Um,
Mhm.
do like looking at the women in NXT, do you think that this is the right person to go up against Bailey in such a high profile moment? Would you would have picked somebody else in NXT, or Sol Ruka the perfect person?
It's not that she's undeserving, but I mean, well, honestly, for me, because I was high on her before anything had happened, but she's on the main roster now. I think you give this look to Lash Legend. I think you give this look to Jada Parker. I think, shoot, I even think old Nightwing over here. What's homegirl with what, what's homegirl with Bailey? Who is that? I'm drawing the blank on her name. Oh, Lyra Val. Yeah, I think I think you give it to somebody like her. It's like, but I do get it because you know, Soul is the internet sensation, right? So she's the one that ain't got the look yet, even though they had put them in a tag match with Alexa and Charlotte, but that ain't really. I don't think that did what they. I don't think that really helped as much as they thought it did, even though it didn't hurt. So, but for me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Bailey versus Jada gonna smack just for the cake off alone. And then
Yeah,
it's gonna be some good wrestling, some great wrestling.
yeah.
So but again, it's hard. We are in a world right now where this is a plug and play of really good or better wrestler here. So nobody's really going to lose. It's just that it really ain't enough spots for everybody to get their moment. So, and hey, look, they trying to keep the blonde whites alive. Respect.
Well, no, we ain't gonna do that. No, we ain't gonna do that. That's Nubian Queen right there.
Oh, word, she from South Africa?
So Ruka, no, her daddy black.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
Like Black American?
nigga, she be on the Black History Month calendar since she's been in the WWE.
Oh
Or like
shit.
Black History Month poster. Yeah, she's black. Her daddy black.
Oh, okay.
She's a she's a
So she on
woman
some
of
Zoe
color.
Kravitz type shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh. Oh, well then no, she's the
Well, no,
perfect
no,
choice
no, like
then.
no, Halsley, like Halsley.
Oh, oh. Hey, well then, yeah, no, she's the perfect choice then.
Or like Tori Kelly.
Yeah,
When
you
somebody
know what I'm
told me
saying?
Tori Kelly like mixed or some shit, I was like, when? I
Right.
not what?
Yeah, now hold
Ah,
on now.
but like her and what's Kiana James? They Nubian queens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well then, hey, no, hey, look, shout out to WWE, all black roster tonight. Again, outside the main event.
Hey, speaking of, SmackDown looked like the BT experience last night. Let me just say that. Like it was like extra color on SmackDown looked like it was on UPN again.
Yeah.
Like it was when it started. And you said something about Lash Legend. I'm actually glad that Lash Legend had her moment on SmackDown against Alexa Bliss.
Mhm.
Much smaller woman she going up against and everything, but still normally it's like, okay, Alexa Bliss find a way to win. And it's like, and then Lash Legend, just go after her like, no, Lash Legend went over last night on Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Big shout out to her. And then looking at Sol Ruka, you are I think you're partially right. Um, I would have loved to have saw like a Jada Parker, but I don't know if she's healthy or not. I actually would have liked to saw was that Blake Monroe.
Another hey,
Mm,
another really good choice. Another
Yeah,
really good
I
choice.
I would have liked to see her in that this role right here, I don't mind Sol Ruka. In fact, if you're watching right now, she did a backflip over the ring ropes
Yeah,
and
see.
knocking down Bailey. That is the type of shit that you want to see in this moment right here because it gives the crowds the oohs and ahs. I'd say that
Mm-hmm.
she's more spectacular move set Charlotte Flair and everything. And yeah, Travell, yes,
Hold on, let
Pam,
me.
yep, very much so.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So shouts out to the Travell, shouts out to Big Papa checking in and
What up?
everything. Um I would have loved to have probably saw Blake Monroe in this role in this moment right here. But I don't mind the Soul Ruka piece, one, because she's a Nubian queen,
Mm-hmm.
and two, because of the fantastic move set.
Yes.
Um, she's gonna have to get or at least attempt the the I forgot what they call it, the Soul Crusher, some shit like that. But her
Mm.
flip cutter.
Oh yeah, she
And
got to get that off.
yeah, the only thing is to me, and when we talk about protecting the finisher, hey, you hit that bitch, it's over. And I don't know if I want Bailey to lose tonight.
Yeah, I. If anybody deserves a win that's already stabled and labeled tonight based on the card, it is Bailey. It definitely is Bailey because from the words of just many people that exist in the wrestling ecosystem, Bailey's the new natty without having to do natty things. So, you
Yeah,
know what I mean? So
yeah,
that alone is like, okay, I'm here for your dub. You know what I mean?
yeah. In fact, like, yeah, even Jordan Grace, I would have loved to have saw in this spot. But I
Mhm.
also feel like we may have a turn because Soul and Zaria have been having some issues. She tried to spear her ass, but she speared somebody else the other day. It would not shock me or surprise me if Soul Ruka is speared and cost a match by Zaria in a big spot, leading to a program with those two. The women's division in NXT is stacked along with the women's division on Raw and SmackDown.
Mhm.
So it's definitely a lot of people that could have been chosen from on the main roster. Look, I'll even go as far as saying this, or asking this question.
Mhm.
Considering we have Javon Evans and Leon Slater going up against the tag team champions. We had a champion versus champion non-title match between Obafemi and Cody Rhodes.
Mhm.
We have, of course, John Cena and Gunther. Was barely the right choice.
Man, yes, because you can't go wrong with Bailey. However, though, because she's healthy, I would have liked to see Liv Morgan tonight.
Mm.
Because for me, Liv Morgan is a John Cena story. You know, if you think about her very humble beginnings with the Riot Squad and how when that whole thing started, everybody was like, she cute, but if there's one that's gotta go, it's her. And look at her now. You know what I'm saying? Multiple time world champion. Literally had the women's division on her back before the injury. And has gotten a whole faction over, as well as a few women over in the process. I think when you look at
Oh,
the long game for Liv Morgan, she absolutely embodies what's she absolutely embodies what's supposed to be represented tonight. Oh,
interesting different way of putting the foot on the ropes. So
right.
Ruka was about to go for her finisher, barely caught her, and now Bailey is frustrated. I think Bailey still got the split personality type
Hmm.
of character. that she was doing. It'll be
Put the
very
angel cakes
interesting to
up.
see.
You know,
Yeah,
put the angel cakes up
yeah.
in the air to get the little fleet on the ropes. I'm not mad at it.
Look like the elbow was coming from Bailey from the top rope. Oh, okay. We got okay. We gotta roll up.
Oh
Um,
shit!
oh, great
Nice.
leg.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. That yeah. See, that's hard
Nice.
body. That's that's
Oh,
how you do it. And see,
oh,
wow,
oh.
wow. I like it though. I can't front. I like it. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, that's a good way of doing it. Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
gonna
cause
do it, if you're gonna do it, that's a good way of doing it.
yeah, she got it off. Spared her some time,
Yes.
but still won the match. I like it. I'm
Yeah,
not
nah,
see finishes like that. I'm not mad at.
yeah, that sequence, that sequence and everything right there, that's a beautiful move.
Hmm.
That is a beautiful move.
Yeah, it's clean every time. Every time. I'll
And
tell
to
you, I have
have
not seen
her,
it not be clean every time.
yeah, um,
Yeah, Bailey about sick of this shit.
yeah,
Here we
Bailey,
go,
like
Bailey.
I'm tired of losing to these hoes.
Oh, what a little Lyra got on. That little sweater ain't got much under it, huh?
No, that's how she rolls.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all got to give respect to
Woo!
Lyra here. Y'all got to give
Woo!
respect. y'all got to give respect. Let's talk about John Cena for a minute.
Yeah.
As we get ready for AJ Styles. And just so you guys know, we're gonna run up until John Cena and Gunther. We gonna watch that. All right.
Yeah.
We gonna watch that uninterrupted. So we're gonna go until that. So we have one more match. And this is the match that we think is going to be a great one. In the tag team champions
Yeah.
versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. But let's talk about John Cena for a minute. Kurt Angle is in the building today. The ruthless aggression era starts with Vince McMahon having all of the wrestlers around the ring, and he's saying he wants somebody with ruthless aggression.
Hmm.
And then we have Kurt Angle with a Kurt Angle Invitational. And John Cena pops out there. He, who are you? You know, I'm John Cena. Cheer for ruthless aggression, and that's how that starts. I was telling
Hmm.
Miriam, the wife, I was telling her that John Cena was about to get cut. He tells a story about how that John Cena character that they had there that almost was not working. The John Cena with the colorful get up representing every city he's in. Nobody really gave a shit.
Hmm.
And he was in the back freestyling with Rikishi, and Stephanie McMahon heard it was like, hey, well, hey, you ain't got shit to lose. Use
Right.
this. And the rest is history. Who is your favorite version of John Cena?
Mm. Well, I will say I'm kind of torn now that we've gone so far, right? Because Thugonomics John Cena was always my favorite in general, especially after WrestleMania 20 when he beat Big Show for the US title. However, man, I do think that the let me see. Let me make sure I get the years right. I do kind of feel like the 20 maybe 11, the 2014-15 run from John Cena is a little underrated because that was the John Cena that was okay. We slowly getting out of the throwbacks. We stopping the rapping, and we just cutting just damn good promos now. We're cutting damn good promos. We're selling the fuck out of matches, and the matches for the most part, whether you love them or hate them, are leading up to the moments. Because I want to say during that time, that's when Edge versus Cena really begins to matter. That's him versus RVD. That's him versus Randy Orton more, and even Dolph Ziggler gets his first title, I think, in that run. So that run to me is a tad underrated because it literally did set the tone for the next like 10 years, and all the guys that we would see. Travell, you're right. Just like JBL said, this is big match John at that point. And the Let's Go Cena Sucks thing is so real, but I don't think we truly sit and realize that John Cena was the catalyst of replacing, not replacing, let me not say replacing, but during that period, it became clear, oh, we don't have to lean on attitude era nostalgia no more. Like that, we good now. We can do our thing, and you can remember that, and you can love that. And this ain't that, but we good. So I want to say that run, and I want to say it's 2011 to 2015. I want to say that's the run for me.
Thugonomics Hill, John Cena is my favorite John Cena.
Yeah.
The off the cuff racist or at least stereotypes in the raps. John Cena is my favorite John Cena. Um, when he was talking shit about Eddie Guerrero, John Cena is my favorite John Cena. Even the beginning of the face turn,
Mhm.
like the beginning of the first time, I think he was in a match for a Survivor Series. He was like he was the last person. I messed with that one. Um, when Brock Lesnar was the face and he was the heel, and Brock Lesnar was not trying to be bothered with this John Cena dude. He's beneath me. That's my favorite John Cena.
Yeah.
Because that was definitely I said this to somebody before back in that time.
Mhm.
That was the closest to me. That John Cena was the closest to the NWO that we've seen in quite some time.
Mm.
And what I mean by that is go look at NWO Sold Out. That was John Cena every Friday or every Thursday on SmackDown. It was every.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
and everybody got it. Everybody got it. He played on the stereotypes of every wrestler that he was going up against. I loved that for him. That to me was the building of the character to eventually where we would get to. But we gonna have some fun in figuring this shit out.
Yeah.
And when one of his raps he said Eddie Guerrero is gonna be mowing lawns or some shit, he made the Big Show look like a bitch.
Yeah.
Um, the only person he couldn't get ahead of at that time was Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it and I totally understand it, but that is my favorite John Cena. Do you have a favorite John Cena match?
Favorite John Cena match. You know what? I'm just gonna flash to the first thing that popped in my mind. John Cena versus RVD. ECW. One night stand.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fire. Everything about that, from literally from RVD's entrance to the bell, that everything about that match is fire. Every single thing about
it. Yeah. I was gonna say that one, but for the sake of being different, I am going to go with John Cena. Um, hmm, do I want to change that? Um, I guess I'll go with that one because the stakes of that one.
Yeah,
It's easy to say CM Punk, Money in the Bank,
yeah.
but the stakes to me, while high with losing quote unquote your company,
Mm-hmm.
and him having good relationship with CM Punk. I'm I'm debating on whether I should change this or not. No, John Cena Edge Royal Rumble.
Mm, yeah, that's fire too, though. That's
That
super
I
fire
had
too.
to think about that one. I had to think about that one real quick. That one is probably going to be my favorite. And part of the reason why is because both of them was hungry.
Yeah.
And yes, um, um, Travell, everybody made wait a minute. Where did I find Eve Torres from?
Right. But hey, you know what I'm saying? It's John Cena. There you go. Oh, what you biting? Oh, shit. Okay. Trish Stratus. Let's go. Hey, but you know what though? Because and I mentioned it earlier, I do want to say another one of my favorite matches from John Cena, and it's not because it's the greatest match in the world, but hey, WrestleMania 20 opening match, Big Show versus John Cena for the United States Championship. Why is that a favorite match of mine for me? Because that was literally the arrival. That was letting us know, oh, John Cena's a big deal. John Cena's a big deal, and he's going to be here at least for the moment. And then you follow that up with the first WrestleMania Hollywood, I think it's 2006, and then him versus JBL in the main event. I think those two matches for me are so significant in what becomes the career of John Cena. And I think he over delivered in each match. Again, may not be match of the night, may not be something that you might even highlight um in the average, technical wrestler career, right? But again, moments are everything, especially when we're talking about the WWE. Excuse me. So for me, those were two really big moments, and they happened on the biggest stage possible in wrestling, being that WrestleMania, that it's hard to tell the story of John Cena's career without them. Yeah, he's had way better matches than both of those, but even though that, you know what, that JBL John Cena match, WrestleMania Hollywood, the first one, that's not a bad match at all. So don't get me messed up in that regard. But I believe that more just like the matches, there's some great moments and there's some transition moments for John Cena's career that hit so hard that it's kind of like, oh wow, okay, here's the next plateau, here's the next level, here's the next gear. And I think he did a really good job of selling us on all of those moments as well.
Yeah, another match that come to mind is John Cena versus AJ Styles,
Yeah,
Royal
shit,
Rumble
even the one
too.
this year.
But
Yeah, but both of them.
yeah, the reason why the next question is feud, and the reason why I'm gonna go with this feud because it was the closest to the Rock and Stone Cold that I think we were gonna get.
Mhm.
That's John Cena and Edge. John Cena and Edge was two hungry white dudes just trying to get over.
Yeah.
And John Cena wins that feud. He Edge is elevated. Nobody took a dip. That is my favorite person to feud with John Cena. Who you got?
No, same person. Same person. And I think I think we were highlighting Edge's career at one point, and I was like, yeah, not him versus John Cena though. And and beyond the matches, I love all the other things. Just the other things that have happened, like the first ever Money in the Bank cash in was Edge on John Cena. I think it was after Elimination Chamber, I think. And then the infamous Edge showing up to Boston to slap the shit out of John Cena daddy. Like, that's great. You know what I mean? Like, um, I could have the wrong opponent, but wasn't Edge trying to do the live sex show after he beat John Cena?
Yeah.
So, hey,
That
listen.
was that Monday right after that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say that there's a better rival to John Cena than Edge, because Edge, when it started, I didn't give a fuck about Edge. But as this progressed over time with the years, John Cena made me like Edge more, because I was like, oh, he's stopping at nothing to ruin dude's life. Like, he really wants to ruin his life and career. And to me, that is the best part of their rivalry. And even though him and Randy Orton have touches of that, they have hints of that throughout it, nobody rivaled like Edge and John Cena.
I'm gonna go back to this tag team affair that's going down. Another thing that's very underrated about this is that the X Division Championship at NXT is being seen in a way bigger audience than they were
Yeah.
gonna have him at. No diss, they just signed the deal with A&E
Yeah.
and everything. But it is great to see the X Division Championship being spotlighted just by him having around his neck
Yeah.
and wrestling in this joint. Yeah, again, yeah, I agree with you with it. Was there a feud that you just didn't care for?
Oh, John Cena versus Sheamus. Um, and not for nothing, John Cena versus Rusev.
Ooh.
I just didn't care. I just didn't care, man.
John Cena, Great Khali.
Oh yeah, the ugliest wrestler alive. Yeah, absolutely. That's down there. That's all the way down. That's down the street, around the corner, and chilling with a homeless person. I don't even care. You know what? So let me be more positive. Even though he didn't get enough shine for whatever reason, I am a big fan of John Cena versus Miz, just for all the talking points and the moments that were
So
created.
I'm glad that you said that, because if we got the run in with Drew McIntyre, I better not see them as.
Oh, hey, no, yeah, no. There can't be a run in the night, because I'm gonna take John Cena at his word that this is the last time he's going to lace up, and there's nothing we can do about it. Um, John Cena, I'll tell you this: either the 23 years or or 25 years of his career, he's just sold me beyond belief. But he is the one wrestler that I believe that he is going out on his own, and he wants to stay out on his own. Again, I think we've talked about this a few times, but outside of maybe Bob Backlund, I don't think we've seen people in their 40s look too great and wrestle too well. And John Cena looked like, hey man, I get it. Y'all look at me and be like, yeah, you could wrestle another 10 years. But I'm here to let you know it ain't gonna happen like that. Because my knees, my back, I've lost weight. I can't even lift the same as I did 5 years ago, let alone 10, 20 years ago. And instead of him taking the Rock approach or the Triple H approach or the Ric Flair approach, he's like, you know what? Hey, listen, if I got a flash of greatness in this year, take that and let me get on out of here. So with respect to that, it shouldn't be a run in, because I don't think he can run it back with anybody. So this got to be it.
Yeah. Ah, I agree with you on all counts. I'm just sitting there thinking about this match right here. that we're about to go ahead and get started. And not only is it a good spot for these two gentlemen, let us not forget they black.
Right. Let's never forget that. This is awesome. This is awesome for both of these brothers. Oh, okay. Let's get right to it.
I saw a couple of rumors that stated that Dragon Lee could potentially become heel. Woo! See, this is what I'm talking about. Wait a minute, is that my man's?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is exactly why I said that this would be good. Oh, that frog splash. Clean. Now he's another person that has a better frog splash than Dominic Mysterio.
Yo, you know what? I can't even lie. Seeing these brothers out here, it really does make you think, what is Montez Ford not doing?
Well, remember, and let me just say this. I'm glad that you said this, Kent. Because when the man in black popped up, who did I say could potentially be that? This is night one.
Yep, Montez Ford.
I was the first person to say that I saw that could say, oh man, Montez Ford. Well, Montez Ford is rumored to be in the running for the men in black. He's in the running. A lot of people saying this is Austin Theory, but I've seen enough people that, especially at the Monday, that was like, nah, I think this might be Montez. Now, look, only time that person got to be under the mask is when they take the mask off.
That's right. Facts.
So, but what I will say is thanks to my pops. Thanks for my pops for thanks to him for allowing me to see things in a different way. And I'll use some of his analogies and thoughts about like just because he in that mask now, that don't mean that that's gonna have to be the person, right? And being able to look and be like, hey man, something's off.
Yeah.
Something's off when it comes to this whole thing around the man in black. You got Montez Ford that's been talked about. You have Austin Theory that's been talked about. Hell, Ricky Saint's name came up as a possibility.
Not mad at that either, but I don't think it is.
So my question to you, let's say, is this Montez Ford? Because after Monday, it was a lot of people putting bets out there that saying this is Montez Ford. What does this do for his character if Braun Breaker is the lead individual?
See, that's the difficult part, because realistically, just off the sheer fact of War Games alone, Braun Breaker's hit another gear. So off the rip, everybody looking like they playing second fiddle to Braun Breaker right now. And at the same time, I think that when we look at black wrestlers, especially like, athleticism, likability, and potential, we have a potential, we have a tendency to put them higher than where they belong. Damn. But there's nothing but things to be earned and learned if he is aligned with the vision. It's literally gonna help him out no matter what happens. Oh,
that look like I hurt. That look like it hurt.
Hey, they doing their thing. They doing what they said they do. That looked like the coup de grace into the 450. Oh my God. That looked crazy. Up next, John Cena's last match. You know?
Yeah, we are a couple of minutes away. Does it seem like we're in the go home portion
Mm-hmm.
for Dragon Lee and AJ Styles, who's still down. And I
Mm.
wouldn't be surprised if AJ Styles go in the back and be like, "Yo, I gotta take a shit." The way that boy knees just went into my stomach. Um, um, where were we at? Because I got another question for you.
Oh, my test for it and what he could gain or lose, or to be like basically playing the one of the enforcers or just the extra guys with the vision and behind Braun Breaker.
Yeah, because you know what? You know what? I don't believe that the Man in Black is going to be revealed until the first episode of Raw for 2026, which I also told you that I will not be surprised if Braun Breaker. Ooh, I told you guys that I will not be
Oh.
surprised if Braun Breaker. Right, I don't like when they be doing that shit. But Braun Breaker versus CM Punk. I said don't be surprised if that is the first main event of the first Raw in 2026. And
Mm-hmm.
look what we getting. We are
Yes,
getting
sir.
that right there. Um, and I don't believe that the Man in Black is going to be revealed until that night. That person can't be second fiddle. And
Mm.
that's why I have a huge concern about that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which uh, I don't know if I want Montez Ford to be that if he's not the lead guy.
I get you. My my thought, my real thought on that is I see a world where Braun Breaker wins this title, and maybe this is my guarantee for the show this week. I see a world where Braun Breaker wins that title and everybody gets crossed out but Paul Heyman
Mm.
because he is the segment within the segment now. And if you felt like the vision was a waste of time and nobody needed Seth Rollins or Bronson Reed or specifically Braun Breaker didn't need them before, how do you think he need them after War Games and after these promos he been cutting? He got everything but the big match and the dub for the belt. That's the only thing that Braun Breaker is missing. And for me, this looks like a situation where the vision will be playing because the vision will be down to one guy and his advocate or his wise man or whatever Paul Heyman decides to call himself. So I could literally see it just being like a placeholder because who said the Man in Black was actually doing the bidding of Braun Breaker? It could just be an insurance policy for Paul Heyman. So, I look at that and I say that there's a world where it makes sense, but I got Braun Breaker going AWOL anyway and not needing anybody, regardless of what happens.
So my next question to you as we wrap up now, that this tag team match is over with, is AJ Styles. AJ Styles said 2026 is looking like it's going to be his last year.
Mm-hmm.
The WWE have extended the WWE's partnership with TNA continues going.
Wait, hold up. That one painting looked like Mike Awesome.
It did.
Okay.
They didn't know what they was drawing.
All right. I just want to say like that looked like Mike Awesome when he had the fat chicks around.
Yeah, no, we'll need that. AJ Styles announced his retirement, or at least that he plans on retiring sometime in 2022.
26.
Excuse me, 2026. Excuse me, I'm tripping. Does AJ Styles need to go to TNA to wrestle for the TNA championship?
Need to know. Need to know. But I think it would be fun to see. I think it's a great moment. I mean, if you're asking me, I think specifically if he could split his time 6 months and 6 months, I would love for him to do 6 months in the WWE for the matches that matter to him there, and 6 months in TNA. I think that would be cool. But at the same time, though, as much as we want to lean on that nostalgia of where AJ built his name and all of that, AJ Styles deserves the biggest stages possible, just like John Cena, just like Shawn Michaels and Kurt Angle and Ric Flair. Like, he deserves that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it there's no place that AJ Styles doesn't belong. And even though, the TNA is always going to hold a nostalgic piece, and I think it matters, and I think it should be highlighted and it should be celebrated. You can't tell me that he still don't belong in the WrestleMania a match, or that he doesn't belong at SummerSlam, or we don't come out how he goes in, so he's in the Royal Rumble, but maybe towards the end, like all of that. I think is just deserved. It's just deserved. It's just like it's kind of like Jackie Robinson, right? Jackie Robinson, he's in the Negro League. He don't really get the love, but had the MLB had made all the changes that it needed to at the time it needed to, like, we should talk about him with Hank Aaron, and we should talk about him with Barry Bonds and Doc Gooden and all these other greats, and Nolan Ryan and everybody else, because he's just earned that. I can't help where he started. I can't help where he spent most of his time, because he definitely earned the biggest stage possible now that we've come to the end. So, and there was another fucking Creed. Oh wait, no, that's just promo. Okay. All right, I'm sorry. I almost got mad for no reason. I'm sorry.
What the fuck? So, there's really no do we cares.
Yeah.
I think tonight we care enough to say, hey, we're gonna give y'all about an hour, but John Cena's retiring. We're gonna do that. With that being said, however, my question to you is, especially considering what we saw in the first match, do you expect to see anybody in that ring other than John Cena, Gunther, and the referee? Do you feel like there's going to be a re-debut, a debut, a shocking moment? Or do you feel like it's going to be Gunther, John Cena, let's do this match, let's make it the best, the end? Leave my shoes in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, no. And you know what? Here's my actual guarantee, since we on the clock, because my man, oh God, Y 9853. He said, "Remember when John Cena told us Osama bin Laden was killed?" So, with that being said, I got John Cena winning this match tonight. I got Gunther being in character for it as long as he can to break character. And much like Bret Hart at WrestleMania 10, much like Ron Simmons in 1992, much like whatever other moment you want to equate it to, I got the locker room clearing out. I got the first two rows clearing out. I got everybody looking like the biggest lumberjack Royal Rumble match ending Saturday night's main event and the illustrious career of John Cena. I don't, even though he'll always try to never make it about him. Paul and Stephanie and Lee Fitting are going to force his hand. Nah, dude, this is about you. You are literally one of the greatest, if not the greatest. You got to take this moment with all of us. We'll get in the ring with you. We'll surround the ring. We'll do all the above. But nah, you need this. You need this because shit, you really ain't never asked for it. And that's why we giving it to you. That's my guarantee of how this show ends tonight.
for the sake of delivering something, I'm going to say Chris Jericho pops up tonight.
The huge
Save
rock
John Cena
star.
from match. That's my prediction. To go wrong, but I'm gonna throw one out there, and that's the one I'm gonna throw out there. That Chris Jericho will save John Cena from whatever Gunther's doing to him, and we go from there.
Okay.
So, look, man, was you up? Okay. So with that being said, look, this is a special night. This is a bit different than what we have been used to
Yeah.
with these last matches. This
Yeah.
is not like Stone Cold's last match. This is not like even Ric Flair's last match. This is a Saturday night's main event. In December, everybody is sending in their videos saying thank you, Cena. Gunther can have a great match with a wet noodle, and he's gonna have one with the greatest of all time, John Cena. Can't end us up.
Man, we always appreciate y'all for joining us, man. It's the first Black Champ podcast. Everything you do to be a part of this community is so greatly and humbly appreciated, man. And much like we salute and thank all of you, man, we want to thank John Cena, man. It's been for sure at least 25 years of being in the know of you and your career, all the great moments that you've always brought us as wrestling fans. You are unforgettable. You are extremely appreciated. And we just want to say thank you, Cena, and you never suck. So, man, thank you. Thank y'all for watching and listening. If you ever want to talk about wrestling in an unconventional way, you do so by checking out the first Black Champ podcast. It's the pick with the VP DOC, and we are out. And because I seen him at the beginning of the show, fuck Johnny Wrestling.